Whispers are turning into warnings along the Red Sea. The diplomats hear it. The generals feel it. The people on both sides fear it. Because beneath the shouting of politicians lies the real, forbidden question. Who breaks first? Ethiopia's political unity or Eritrea's exhausted army? Way good, Fan. Welcome to Semonignamedia Spotlight, your front row seat to the Horn's most guarded secrets and unfiltered military truths. Today, we dive into one of the most uncomfortable questions shaking the Red Sea corridor. Is Eritrea's battle-hardened army truly untouchable? Is Ethiopia's modernized defense force more capable than its critics claim? And most importantly, which country has the moral engine to win a real war? Let's break through the propaganda, the myth-making, the heroic storytelling, and the fear narratives. This is the Red Sea chess match laid bare. Ethiopia, the giant that fights hardest when cornered. With 130+ million people, Africa's second-largest population, Ethiopia's military power rests on two foundational doctrines. 1. The external war doctrine, a nation that unifies when threatened. When the enemy is foreign, Ethiopia's fractured politics suddenly fuse into one magnetic force. History proves it, from Adwa to the Ogaden War. Government, army, and people align instantly. Nationalism becomes a weapon. Every ethnic division pauses under the flag. Every family becomes a recruitment center. In an external war, the Ethiopian Defense Forces, ENDF, gain something priceless: moral certainty, a belief that the war is existential. This mindset multiplies combat power far beyond equipment. Modernization advantage. Today's Ethiopia is not the Ethiopia of 1998. Indigenous drone manufacturing, Turkish Bayraktars, Iranian Mohajers, Chinese Wing Longs, local artillery production, armored modernization, expanding military industries. Ethiopia's military is shifting from buying weapons to building them. Two, internal restraint, Ethiopia's counterinsurgency logic. Internally, Ethiopia's military has learned, sometimes painfully, that excessive force births endless insurgencies. So the ENDF operates with limits, even when dealing with rebellions. This is not kindness, it is strategy. Restraint preserves the state, and preserving the state preserves its ability to wage external war. This internal restraint is precisely what allows Ethiopia to unleash full, unified force when facing an external enemy like Eritrea. Eritrea, the fortress state built on endless mobilization. Eritrea's military identity is forged in fire, 30 years of guerrilla warfare against Ethiopia. It created a force that is disciplined, centralized, experienced, deeply committed at the command level. Eritrea's greatest strength is the unity of its political leadership and military elite. 1. The external stance, a permanent siege mentality. The PFDJ leadership operates with one assumption: Ethiopia is always one wrong step away from a threat. This worldview has shaped the Eritrean Defense Forces, EDF, into a tough, rigid, survivalist machine. the internal crisis, a military that has lost its youth. Here lies the fault line no propaganda can hide. Eritrea's army is massive but hollowed out. Indefinite national service has produced mass migration, low morale, an aging soldier base, widespread resentment, family separation, and a shrinking talent pool. The EDF's backbone is still strong, but its legs are tired. A war of weeks? Eritrea can fight like a cornered lion. A war of months? Manpower becomes its fatal weakness. Head-to-head, who holds the real advantage? Eritrea's advantages: centralized command, combat experience, high discipline, strong military elite, geographical defensive lines in the highlands. Eritrea's weaknesses: demographic collapse, aging army, motivation crisis, limited industrial capacity, cannot sustain high-casualty warfare. Ethiopia's advantages: 130 million population, massive manpower, drone superiority, expanding defense industry, national unification during foreign threats, ability to absorb losses. Ethiopia's weaknesses: internal fragmentation, several ongoing insurgencies, stretched command structure, vulnerable border zones. So, who wins? The realistic, not emotional answer. In the first 10 to 20 days, Eritrea's hardened, centralized forces could inflict heavy damage. They know the terrain. They are battle-tested. Their command is unified. But after 30 to 60 days, numbers, economy, and production capacity decide wars. Eritrea cannot replenish. Ethiopia can. Eritrea cannot rotate troops. Ethiopia can. Eritrea cannot sustain long attrition. Ethiopia's population alone gives it strategic depth. Ethiopia, if unified by the cause of Red Sea access, gains moral force, the very thing Eritrea has lost at the base level. Outcome: short war, Eritrea hits hard. Long war, Ethiopia wins decisively. Not because Eritreans aren't brave, not because Eritrea lacks discipline, but because demographics plus industry plus morale alignment decide modern wars. Not nostalgia, not slogans, not the past. Final question to the Horn. What collapses first? Eritrea's exhausted manpower or Ethiopia's internal political cohesion? Whose weakness arrives before their victory? Because in the Red Sea chess match, strength is visible, but fragility is hidden. And it is the hidden thing that decides the fate of nations. And that's where we leave you, Fan, at the crossroads of fear, fact, and the future of the Horn. Neither Ethiopia nor Eritrea can escape geography, history, or the heavy shadow of the Red Sea. But one truth is unavoidable. Wars are not won by weapons alone. They are won by the will of the people who must carry them. If another conflict ignites, the outcome won't be decided by tanks or drones, but by whose society fractures first, whose morale collapses, and whose leadership miscalculates the weight of their own people's suffering. Until then, stay sharp, stay informed, and stay tuned. This has been Semonignamedia Spotlight, where the Horn reveals itself.